What's up?
Almost 500,000 likes on this.
I feel like he's juicing me. Elon is juicing me.
Yeah. We have an employed lawyer in the building.
Ooh.
Well, aren't you employed
Yeah.
now?
Yeah, I am.
No longer an unemployed lawyer. An employed lawyer.
I have a job now.
He passed the bar in the state of New York, and we could talk a little bit about Luigi Mangione, I thought.
Oh, sure, yeah.
The people's champion. He had his first court appearance the other day, and some people are very excited about him, and others are very upset that he exists. And he did this deed allegedly. I haven't seen any evidence.
I don't know.
Have you seen the evidence?
No, I mean, it's pretty light. It's a light case.
It's like, first of all, a lot of the forensic stuff that they talk about, like fingerprints, it's not an exact science.
It's not.
It's not. Many people act like
I
it's
feel
just,
like you're joking around. But it's not an exact science at all.
I know it's not an exact science. People. First of all, a lot of people travel through that area.
Midtown Manhattan.
Yeah, that's like. Do you know how many people are going to be passing through that area? There's just like so polluted. Like anything that you find, any fingerprints supposedly you find on scene are going to could be any number of different people.
And also Italians.
Yeah, which all famously have the same
similar
yeah, they have
possibly.
Italians. Fun fact, people don't know this. Italians all have the same fingerprint usually, like so similar that it really
I believe it
messes up in the forensic. Is this how you're going to be advocating for your client?
Show me evidence that says that's not the case. CIA patsy.
I don't believe that, but there's a lot of people who believe that it's a CIA patsy. There's a lot of people who believe that there's vast surveillance apparatus and there was parallel construction on how they apprehended him. I don't even believe that. I think a lot of the narratives, like if we're going to be for real, I think a lot of the narratives that have come out on the story are probably not untrue. Does that make sense? Where I think that there probably was a McDonald's employee that snitched. It was a big story for the day, for the week. Is there a massive web of surveillance in this country? Absolutely. But I think it's incredibly difficult to like comb through terabytes and terabytes of data. And I don't think artificial intelligence is as like good as the way that people think it is to directly figure out the movements of any individual.
He's just reading this off of a notepad that you have that has all these talking points on it. I like his lawyer. I thought she did a good job at his arraignment.
Yeah,
she
this
seems cool.
Yeah, they were dressed up. They were wearing the same shit.
They were matching. That goes pretty hard.
Yeah. I also
you see the Jack Ruby thing.
Oh yeah, I did. Dude, I'm genuinely worried at how many people are
brain damaged. Like a little brain damage.
A lot brain damage.
Well, people were tagging me and stuff saying that the reason they charged him with terrorism was so that they could give him a military tribunal and not have a jury. And like people actually thought that was real. Just like a random person said it on TikTok. So that's not the case. Just to be clear, that's not happening. Very obviously, a New York jury will gladly convict Luigi Mangione of it. Like I think it is more likely than not that he. I mean, I don't want him to get convicted of this thing, but
you don't think that there is
listen,
there's an instant.
Here's the thing.
You don't think jury nullification?
Listen, okay. The thing is, when the people are sitting there, whoever is on that jury, there's going to be immense pressure for a conviction from the prosecutor. Why are you putting this up? So see where it says the last two sentences of that. If you find that people have proven beyond a reasonable doubt both of these elements, you must find the defendant guilty of this crime. If you find the people have not proven, you must find the defendant not guilty. So when they hear those words, when a juror hears a judge say to them, you must find the defendant guilty of this crime, and those are the last kind of things they hear before they go into deliberations, that's a really strong impact. You know what I mean? Like a defense attorney worth their salt can go up there during their closing and give their whole speech and their spiel, blah, blah, blah. And they can say, it's not up to the judge. It's not up to the prosecutor. It's not up to me. It's up to you. You're the fact finder. You make the choice. But they can't literally say, you guys don't have to do this. It's jury nullification. They can't say that shit.
Yeah.
So there's an intense pressure. If you've ever gotten, had been in a situation where cops are questioning you, those situations can become really intense. People become scared. Same thing with the judge. There's a tremendous amount of power there, sitting in that chair in the robes, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so I think you should buy a big billboard in New York City that is like jury nullification. That's what you should do.
Wait, wouldn't that also wouldn't I get in trouble for that?
No, it's just educational.
You can. I don't think any ad agency would allow
Why not?
I don't think ad agencies would allow that. Can you give context about how a case might be deemed a mistrial or thrown out? I see people talking about his lawyer setting the ground for that. How does that work? How could that happen?
I think what she's saying right now is more about appeal than anything that's actually going to happen in the trial itself. There's an immense interest in the state to move this case forward, so I don't think you're going to see something like that happen. But in his appeals upon conviction, absolutely it will play a factor. Obviously, Eric Adams coming to the perp walk is crazy. His lawyer brought this up at his arraignment. You know, it's highly prejudicial to him. The mayor of New York City, even if you don't take Eric Adams seriously, the mayor of New York City being there,
the democratically elected mayor of New York City,
and you know, saying that he is the guy, like unequivocally. I came to, you know, look him in the eye, whatever Eric Adams said, to say not my city, or like whatever, like he's a Batman villain. So it's obviously highly prejudicial to Luigi. I still think that New York County is the best place. Like he's in the best place for this to be tried. But clearly it's
because you're saying New York,
baby. Luigi did nothing wrong.
New York City, the best place for someone to be tried in America.
Well, you guys know about jury nullification.
I could rent a plane to write a sky message.
Yeah, do that. That would be sick.
Which is funny.
On the first day.
Yeah. I could rent a plane to write a sky message, which ironically enough, Turkish people in New York have done that. And it actually was brought up in the Eric Adams case.
He's the king.
Yeah. So that's not the it's not the last time Turks have bought planes to fly over New York. That made it seem like they did 9/11. Turkey did not do 9/11. Okay.
What do you know?
I don't. The FDA has classified meat consumption on the same tier as alcohol and tobacco, and you still feed it to your kids? What? Also, maybe I need to pick my battles better. Nah, I don't think so. 55-month subscriber chose the morning of Christmas to come in here and deliver this important message. Anyway, so you think Luigi Mangione didn't do it and he's a patsy? Like, is this lawyer speak or is this like
what
actual
do I actually
speculation?
think? No, I don't really understand some of the things that happened in terms of the stuff they found on him.
He did say that there was money placed in his bag, like foreign currency.
Sure.
Because they said that when they found him in his bag, he had like foreign currency as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I don't have that shit.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I think this will be a crazy trial. I am sort of concerned for his safety because it feels like when this finally does go to trial, it's going to be such a spectacle. And I mean, it's already been such a spectacle. Like,
yeah.
I mean, the conversation is not really beneficial for people with tremendous influence and power. People like Hasan Piker.
Yeah. As a CEO of a for-profit healthcare insurance company, times have been very tough.
Did you call the hotline?
I did.
The Hochul hotline?
I did call the Hochul hotline and I said, I am afraid. What do I do? I don't think that we're there yet with artificial intelligence and surveillance tech. Like, it's not Minority Report, you know what I mean? Where they're like, we found a guy, like here's a direct match of who we think the suspect is. And then this is like the route that he traveled through. I just don't think it is that good.
I think the stuff is powerful that they have, but it's more powerful in terms of finding people to pin things on. And I mean, obviously in the case of Luigi, there's a lot of evidence pointing in his direction. I think it is in general dangerous.
Okay, I think
the data is dangerous. I
think artificial intelligence is only something that you can utilize when you don't actually have to like find pinpoint with 100% accuracy a person. I think artificial intelligence is good at creating lists of people, lists of targets, lists of priorities that are not supposed to be correct. Like Lavender is the one I use as an example. The Lavender AI targeting system that Israel uses is obviously going to churn out targets at a much faster clip in comparison to human beings, because human beings are not able to process that much data with that much speed, whereas AI, in an instance where you don't have to actually produce a target that is literally like a militant or a general or whatever and is just simply a Palestinian person, AI can be used as a plausible deniability. AI, which is what Brian Thompson did as well, is perfect for denying claims, right? Denying claims that don't require, like the claims that you normally wouldn't deny, that human beings wouldn't deny. AI is great at that. Having a 90% false denial rate is exactly what AI is supposed to be used for. I mean, look, you should never admit that your client might have done it. But I don't think it's like, if we're being serious, I think, yeah, it's not unlikely that Luigi Mangione is the person. I think he most likely is the guy. That's what I think.
Typical.
Yeah.
It's innocent until proven guilty. Hasan.
Of course. No. If we're talking like that, if I'm not like speculating, and then yeah, of course he's innocent until proven guilty. That's just how it works. Except for Eric Adams, who I think is guilty 100% and should go to the slammer for the crime of going to Turkey that many times and never getting a hairline restoration surgery. Well, I think that's his biggest guilt.